Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here checking out Oceanhorn. I'm sorry I didn't get to it sooner, but they said they were going to send me a code for it, but they never did, so I had to go buy it and play a bit of it, so that was a little bit annoying. I've got about 2 hours in this so far, and I don't really have that much else to say. There's not that much to see in the options menu, so we can just hop right into it more or less. Notably, the loading times are actually great for what this game looks like, with all the graphical details and all that. So, to see it looking this good and have the load times that short, the initial load is a little bit long, but after the initial load, it loads in no time at all, which is nice. We've already been through this island, so I'm just going through it to get some resources back before we go and actually head towards the next island that we need to go to. Or should I say the first island, because that's where we've got to go. The basic story is the world's been more or less sunk by some power that they dug out of a place several years ago. And that power separated itself into 3 different monsters, and we have to go and find the different talismans to try and destroy it. But yeah. That's the basic idea of the whole thing. And the idea is, you go through all these little individual islands, and you do Zelda-y things. It is a very Zelda-like game. We need to go back to the... not Tikkarel, we need to go back to the Hermits Island, so we need to go there. So we're going to sail out that way. Unfortunately, we don't have any sort of manual control over our boat. It's just sailing from place to place, but still, it really does look nice. There's a fantastic amount of graphical detail and stuff going on in this game. The port itself is really good too. I haven't seen it skip a beat for the 2 hours that I've been playing it, so they've done a really good job with that. I do get this little gun here to blow the crap out of all these crates and stuff like that, but you don't really have to do much with this except, well, hit an enemy or two from time to time, and you don't even have to worry about them until you've leveled up enough to get the cannon itself, but we'll get onto that shortly. Because we're almost at the island. It's actually... the travel's actually pretty quick. There could be like a speed up function, but at the same time, it's nice just to sit back and enjoy the scenery. Gigantic island in the sky over there that you can just see by its outline. The music's pretty good too. All credit to the music. So here we are on Hermits Island, and we have to go talk to the hermit, and he'll give us our next job, which is all fine and dandy with me. There we go. So here we are in the well, not so much in the overworld, but here we are in the world. Combat in this game is very simple. Enemies will attack you. You can attack them. You also have a shield to block with. You've also got things like bombs to throw at them, so I could throw a bomb at the next enemy I see, and I will do that. I found a bomb in a dungeon. Right, do it. Alright, is the hermit actually in his house? I should probably check if he's in his house before I go anywhere. Hopefully they'll be voice acting in this part of the game, but it's entirely possible there won't be. I've also got a master key, so I can actually see what's inside this chest now. It is a heart piece. Awesome. I got 3 of those. I get 4 of them. I get a heart. Sound familiar? Oh, hang on. The note. Come meet me at the well near your tent. Alright, let's do that. The entire game takes place in this isometric viewpoint, except for the boat stuff, of course. Alright. So apparently we have to go into the well. How do we get into the well? Brilliant. I really should have looked at this before we actually, really should have looked at this before we came. Right, so we have to find our way into the well. I assume I have to come around here. Somewhat, at least, and then work my way back around. Levels like this can be a little bit confusing, just because there's a fair amount of stuff in the worlds themselves. You just gotta kind of be careful of that. That's the well. I want to get up higher, so I'm guessing I have to go in this ladder and then come up the other one. But yeah, this is pretty much the game. I know it's a bit boring at first. We will come across some proper enemies soon enough. These are fairly easy enemies to defeat. Yep, this will be the other ladder that we go up, and when we come up, we'll be on top. There'll be a treasure chest that I want to go open, so let's go and do that. Might be some money in here. Might even be an old boot. That was a bit of a funny twist. Oh, I got some experience, and it actually leveled me up. That's actually kind of useful. We'll do that later on, because there's actually a little benefit to taking leveling up at the right time. But for now, let's just continue. It is very Zelda-like. It really does feel like Zelda, just with an isometric perspective. That's more or less all there is to it. I mean, there is... well, there's not really that much. It's just like... It doesn't do that much that's entirely unique and on its own. What's this? Okay. Continuing on. It doesn't do that much entirely unique in comparison to your typical Zelda game, but what it does do, it does well. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. So you have enemies. Here we go. This is actually a proper enemy, the skeleton here. I just want this bat to go away, and thankfully I can actually hurt it with this, so if I see the bat, I can just do this. Not what I wanted to do. Alright, screw it, bat dies anyway. So yeah, enemies attack, you have a stamina bar, and if your stamina runs out, you can't block or anything like that anymore. And of course we can attack back. There is apparently a, There is apparently a way to stun enemies. Oh, there we go. I actually did it, and I actually got a challenge for it. Challenges, there are different challenges. You can do them on any island, but there are some that are just restricted to that island. And you'll get experience for it. And when you get a bunch of experience, you will level up. So I might as well hit start and take it. You can now carry up to 15 hours at a time. It also gives you a full health, but I don't think I'll be needing that. Not right now. That looks like a block puzzle, but we'll have to come around here to take care of it. Living fortresses, you say? Bye, Skull. Okay, what I'm looking for is a key. I don't have the key to get in there, so it has to be somewhere else. So probably up here? Oh, Bloodstone. There are, of course, side quests in this game, and one of them is to get all the Bloodstones. Bloodstones are hidden around the world. You just need to hit them a bunch of times and you'll get all of them. There are side quests that'll unlock different things. We do have a bow and arrow as well. That's what the bow and arrow looks like. That's what it looks like when it fires off. I'm guessing I need to go... Wait, now apparently there's a chest back there that I missed. Alright. Did I miss the chest? Where's the chest? Oh, it's up there. Jesus, I'm an idiot. That's the key that I was looking for. There are, of course, puzzles. All the puzzles are fairly simple, at least they have been so far. A couple of things I wouldn't have figured out without a guide, but this is me we're talking about. I'm really bad at these sorts of games for whatever reason. Okay, if I time my dash right, I can get over these without taking a hit. There we go. What's in here? 5 bombs. I didn't really need them. I got hurt. Anyway, I'm an idiot. There's one of those, I don't know what those are called. Bloody centipedes down there. Notably, you have some weird range on your sword. Like, you can hit stuff that's really high up in the air for no discernible reason. What's in this one? Another heart piece. So I got extra heart. There we go. It's kind of hard to talk about this game because everything that it does is really obvious. Like, do not lean on the statue. Obviously, that means we have to lean on the statue. If I can just, like, get around here. Interacting with the right thing at the right time is kind of annoying sometimes. There we go. I'm gonna sneeze. There we go. It's kind of hard to talk about this game just because of everything. Just because of everything that does so similarly to Zelda that I feel like everything speaks for itself at this point. There's not that much... Riptide Reef, huh? I've already been to Riptide Reef. That's actually how you discover, That's actually how you discover new islands. You talk to villagers, you talk to people, you find out about them on little relics like this, and you'll actually get to visit new islands. That's how you find out about them. Right. Okay, apparently I have to weigh this down. It's alright. I have just the thing here to do it with. There isn't anything this game particularly does that's new. Except for maybe the leveling up system, maybe the shooting from the boat, but honestly I haven't played Wind Waker, which is obviously what this game's a bit of a takeoff of, so I wouldn't know if you can shoot from the boat or not, but... Oh dear, this is timed, isn't it? Now let's fight this thing off with the bow and arrow. There we go. But it does do what it does well enough that I find it relatively engaging. The combat, while being relatively simple, is... Oh, Jesus. I had a feeling that was going to be the case. What the game does, it does well enough for me to appreciate it. The combat is simple, but it works. The puzzling and exploring is competent. Nothing too amazing about it, but at the same time, I have absolutely no problems with it. This looks like I might be able to blow it up, but I've been wrong before. Might as well try it anyway. Hey, I was right! Thank you, Minimap. Minimap actually helps you out a fair bit. And I get the key. And the graphical look and feel of Oceanhorn is really nice as well. It's a really nice art style, it runs really well. Screw you. I'm just pulling out the artillery here. And it runs really well, it looks great. And just the whole isometric style works really well for it. I'm kind of surprised nobody actually tried this style before. But it does work. Of course, you do get coins to go and spend at shops. You do get spells, like here's an example of the one spell that I have, even though there's a few more. I completely missed that because the camera really didn't work too well against me there. There we go. Neat little spell, that. And if I hit start, you can see a few things like all the challenges you've got for this island. There's my sigils, my heart pieces. You can go fishing, apparently, but I haven't got to that point yet. All my bloodstones and all my weapons and spells. And you can even watch flashbacks, which will give you a little bit of an example of the game's voice acting.
Old scriptures tell about sacred emblems, relics that hold the power of gods. Their purpose was to maintain the balance of the world, but they lost their power in the catastrophe at the same time as Oceanhorn appeared. I believe that was no coincidence. To unravel the mystery of Oceanhorn, you must find out what happened to the sacred emblems. Here is what I know of them. The emblem of Earth.
I'll just skip the rest of the flashback. You've heard the voice acting from that. And, well, I'll skip the rest of all of this. But the thing is, the voice acting in this game is not very good. There's, very few people I would call competent or not hamming it to high hell in this game, which is very unusual. I thought it would have gotten better voice acting than this with everything else being so high quality, but no, the voice acting in this game is everything from a bit stale to absolutely ridiculous. And while it's not the worst thing in the world, you can certainly just turn the voice acting off if you don't like it. But yeah, it's just a bit iffy at best. A little bit of a graphical bug going on there. Lost Store Cube of Archimedes. Oh, and it's going to walk me right out of here there, isn't it? Yep. Search for the Emblem of Ocean. Alright. So, pretty much done there. I know where I need to go next because I consulted a walkthrough before I came and did this video. And I might as well just, like, head there and start on the next part. If I just remember where the hell my boat is. It's down here. But of course I have to get off this first and try to stab the bush, but stab around it because I'm an idiot. Just run past these guys. Let's go. I want to go to Carol. And here we go again. But yeah, Oceanhorn. It's a fairly generic fantasy. I'm going to have a good time in Tikkarel. We're literally sailing towards it. Where the fuck are you going? This game, it's generic. It's a fair bit generic. It doesn't really do that much to stand out from other Zelda clones. But at the same time, it does what it does really well. The combat is simple. Not entirely satisfying, but not horrible either. The puzzles are fine. The graphical design is actually pretty damn good. It looks great on the Vita screen. Nice and colourful. It'd be nice to have a sailing game with this sort of graphical fidelity. And the places you get to explore and all that are really nice as well. Here's some more voice acting for you.
You know, this was the life I always imagined for myself. There's no time to rest, though. I'll just ask for directions and move along.
Hey, Liz, you're old. I know that's gonna sound a little bit weird, but that's just me making fun of a friend of mine. So, yeah, we got a shop here, actually. Do I have enough money to buy anything? I have enough money to buy an ancient radar. You know what? Screw it, I'll buy that. I can't. I have 4 coins short. Never mind. Road to Forest Lookout. I actually want to head this way, I think. See if I can get into some more trouble. Hello. You had a treasure up on Humming Hill. Okay, I can't get in there just yet. I think I'm looking for someone. I'm just not entirely sure where they are. But I might as well go have a look around anyway, just for the hell of it. The game is $12.99. Whoop, bit of a frame rate drop there, but nothing too bad. The game's $12.99. And according to howlongtopete.com, which has data on the length of many, many games, including this game's iOS, Android, and other releases like that, it's about 10 hours long. 10 hours for just under 15 bucks is actually a fairly nice price in my personal opinion. What the hell? Not entirely sure what that was about, but whatever. Okay, this rock looks a bit suspicious. You get blown up. Nope. My imagination. And I get a free flippin' bomb there. Need to find my way forward. I just need to find the person who takes me forward in the first place. Is it you? Nope, it's just you again. What about this rock? Is this rock that I can blow up? Nope, not that rock either. A lady strolling around it. Her. Let's go to Humming Hill and start the fireworks. Alright, let's do it. I know where Humming Hill is. Oh, hang on. This is something you're meant to bomb, which means there's probably something in it. Oh no, it's just there, just to exist. Nope, I've gone the wrong direction. God damn it. It is a bit of those sort of wanderlusty games. Nowhere near as competent at it as Breath of the Wild, but these are all fairly small islands, so you can probably figure out where you're going. Somewhat easy enough. Yep, there's the way through. Let's go do this then. A little bit more combat, a little bit more puzzle solving. Why not? Someone started up their fucking lawnmower. Oh, hang on. I forgot you exist. Thankfully, I don't think they come to bother me if I'm not looking in that direction. What's down here? Anything interesting? Apparently there's treasure all the way out there, but I'm not gonna go to the effort to go all the way out there. It's probably just coins. Ow. Hate those things, but it's alright. We can just wander into the hill. Do a bit of an internal dungeon. Here we go. Yes, yes, we're already here at Humming Hill. Jesus, lady. Okay, hang on, let the bag get away from me. Get a camera, then I can do this. That really amused me the first time I did it, just because it's so weird being able to hit the bats from so far away without even trying. But oh well. There we go. Free experience me. Don't even know why I stand there. You get the experience just tracks to you automatically. There's no real point to it. Oh dear, boss fight. Look at that. Who would have thought it'd be a boss fight? He's also got a big sword. I've got him from behind. Can I artillery him? I can. Might as well do that a couple more times. There we go. Alright, I'll take this a little more seriously this time. There's been a few other boss fights before this. They've all been fine. They all have a... They haven't really strayed from the ordinary. In fact, one was pretty much a clone of this boss. But the actual bosses are at least a decent challenge. If you're not paying attention, you will get knocked over and killed by them. So you do just have to... not be an idiot, you'll be fine. Not too difficult, not too easy. And I'm gonna kill him by doing this. I love just dropping objects on their head. It's random objects from the world too, which is even better. Goodbye. Nice cutscene.
I wish I was able to travel the world like you. There are so many places I would love to see. Deserts of Pirta, mysterious Gilfolk's Drop, beaches of Southwind Isle. But my father and the town need me. It is my place in the world and I don't complain. But please come to see me every time you visit Tikkurel, okay? What's that? An acorn. Acorn is a symbol of hope. It must mean you will find your father.
The voice acting. Jesus.
Come on. Let's plant this together.
So yeah, that's pretty much a get the hell out of my sight sort of thing, because if it puts you back in the boat, that's generally the idea. I should be able to see the Shouldn't I be able to see the list of places I can go? Oh, I earned a new adventurer level. What did I earn this time? Sail faster. That works. Okay, yeah, there we go. I got Guildfolk's drop. And I imagine I got the other island as well. But yeah, Southwind Isle, that's it. So, I've got more islands, which probably have more dungeons and more things for me to do on them. Just overall, while Oceanhorn doesn't do anything particularly different or massively interesting, it's well enough crafted that I don't find myself having any problem saying I recommend it. It's not going to change people's minds if they hate this sort of Zelda-style formula, but at the same time, I find myself enjoying this just fine by itself. And the whole isometric thing it's got going on for it is at least a unique twist on the thing, even though it's not really so much a twist as much as it is just a little change, but still, it's enjoyable, and for the price it's at and the length it's got, I'm happy to recommend it. It's a fun time. I got no problems with it. Nothing major anyway, there's just a couple of minor things here and there, but nothing that's really game-breaking in the slightest. So yeah, that was a look at Oceanhorn. This has been Blue Maxima, and I will see you all next time.